IVM.
Hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. Baru is here.
What's up, guys?
Kanav is also here.
Hey, guys.
How have you guys been?
Depressed. Tanuj has gone through some, troubling times in the last 1 week.
Are you alright?
My face feels so cold.
Do you feel cooler? Like, does the wind hit you?
Even in an empty room and there's no wind blowing or windows open, there's still a draft against my face, man. It feels so cold.
Yeah, for those who don't know, our man has finally shaved his face after 8 years?
Yeah.
Shaved his beard off.
After 10 years.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
10 years?
Completely.
Oh,
2 years or 3 years back I had that French, but
yeah, that's...
I haven't seen my upper lip in a decade.
How was the reaction at home?
On the phone, they were pretty happy. They're wow, finally. And then when they saw me face to face, they're
Didn't your mom say, "Arey yaar, abhi ghar pe razor ka kharcha bhi ho jayega"?
But yeah, I don't think I'll stick to the look.
All right. Anyway, have you guys been watching the Nations League?
You're a big fan.
Who? You are?
Yeah, I am. Since the first game week, I've been talking about it.
Baru, are you a big fan of Nations League?
No. So boring, man. France is...
Oh, can we not do that depressing thing? Because...
not again. Is it that time of the year again?
So, Kanav, is football coming home?
No.
Come on, you can't say that now. Gareth's boys are doing it.
Does
Gareth's boys did it in the World Cup as well.
Yes. So, 2018 is the year of Gareth's boys.
But does the Nations League qualify for home? The tag home.
Arey bhai, football's coming home. Any tournament doesn't matter now. Okay. It has to come home at some point. So, England versus Croatia.
I think Croatia were going through. I think since the finals, Croatia have been going through a bad hangover. They're not performed even in a single game. They got beaten. They got routed against Spain. I think 5-1 or what?
They beat Spain 3-2.
That was Spain's equally bad, no?
Yeah, yeah. But then, come on, you can't take anything away from England. They won. They played actually well in the game.
They played well. Yeah, they've been doing their bit. But again, it's not a competition. The first year of a new competition, you can't really put too much value on it. I have always been a fan of the competition because it's fun to watch as a fan. I don't I get to watch France play. Germany, France play Holland twice. Spain and England, Spain, Croatia. Those are good matches to watch rather than, what used to happen till the last year. Where you were having, people playing, England playing Montenegro and beating them 6-0.
But did they beat them 6-0 ever?
Yeah, I think they have.
Every time.
Yeah.
England?
Yeah.
Beat Montenegro.
England beat Panama.
They just got their own team. And they bet them, man. कौन सा भी नया country आया है उसको भी मारते हैं. Kosovo, East Timor को तो हो गया time. I don't think they've reached there yet.
Yeah, that's why South India isn't fighting too much because we'll be beaten by England anytime soon.
Yeah, so it's a good competition for the fans, but I don't think you should be placing too much value. Obviously, the England fans are.
Obviously they will. They reach the World Cup semi-final and then everyone is like, okay, probably.
No, but even against Croatia, the last game, till the time they were trailing 1-0, they were going out of the competition.
Yeah.
Everyone was on the same thought that it's just a friendly competition, nothing.
But that is general human Twitter nature.
No, that is general England fan nature also.
That's just a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's just a coping mechanism. You can't say. But Harry Kane scores through. Did you see Sam Allardyce's comments after the game? He's like, yeah, we got through into semi-final or whatever and everything. But the concern is that we scored through a set piece and a throw-in, which should not be the case. Sam Allardyce is saying that.
Well, at least he has the picture of what football should be like in his mind, at least.
Yeah, it's not that it's ever come out on the field in any of his teams. But he knows how football has to be played.
It would have been scary if he thought that was the way it should be. And that's it.
So at least he knows what
it should be like.
Yeah, and Gareth Southgate called Harry Kane as the best goal scorer in the world.
Not a chance.
Go away.
No, he actually said that.
No, I'm saying not a chance. That is true.
Gary ऐसा नहीं बोलेगा. मेरा Gary.
Is he not the best goal
He's
scorer?
not.
Who is the best goal scorer in the world?
Not Lewandowski.
Aguero.
Oh God.
Suarez.
In the international level, like for the national team.
I think he's burnt his Lewandowski jersey, man.
Yeah.
No, I've just ironed it.
Because just before we started, we were discussing about like burning jerseys.
To
And apparently Kumar has burnt his Fabregas jersey.
In
And
his
when we
heart.
asked him thrice, he's like, no, I just don't wear it anymore.
Yeah, primarily because it doesn't fit me also.
You know how
didn't-
you know how you need to insult that. Use that as a pocha. That's even worse, no, than just like keeping it at home.
No, but you can't immediately use it as a pocha, right? First
Yeah.
you have to give it to your younger brother. And then it becomes like a, a dusting thing.
Cloth
Then it becomes a
eventually.
pocha.
I need a younger
No,
brother.
and then you have to wear it for Holi once.
Yeah, that's true.
Holi ke baad it becomes a pocha.
Getting
But
back.
can you wear like other colors apart from white at Holi?
For now, yeah. But soon it's going to be called,
We don't know if any act in the parliament is going to be passed.
Yet.
Yes. So who are the best strikers in the world for international football?
International football.
Baru.
Please don't say Robin Singh. Please don't say Robin Singh. I have no way to counter that.
How about JJ?
No, when you talk about, then obviously Chhetri has a good record, right?
Yeah, I mean, he gets those goals out of nowhere, man. What a player.
India gets goals out of nowhere. Just Chhetri.
No, but I would not say Harry Kane. It's not.
That's
there
because
yet.
of you don't like Harry Kane, but he probably is, right? At this moment.
Let's take a vote.
Giroud is better.
Oh, yes, Giroud's better, man.
Best striker. Someone who puts the ball in the
not
net.
a goal scorer, man.
Goal-
Giroud
Yeah, he
scores
said striker.
goals.
No?
He gets
I
goals.
said goal scorer.
Oh, goal scorer. Then Giroud is a problem.
He's just.
It's not a good metric to judge anyone on anyway.
Yeah. What are goals?
Yes. So England's in semi-final. Along with who else are they playing the semi-final with?
There's Portugal, there's Switzerland, there's Holland.
And England and Holland. Before we get to Holland and Germany, Switzerland beat Belgium
5-2.
5-2. We went to the World Cup. I predicted a 5-2 for Belgium Tunisia, and the year for Belgium ended losing 5-2. Did you see Roberto Martinez's face?
Yeah.
He went back to the vegan face so fast.
And they still rank one, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're still number one in the world.
They are.
Ek number.
Ek number hai. So is this what happens to Belgium without Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne?
Yes.
They still had a pretty strong lineup.
Yes.
And especially,
They had Chota Hazard.
the Chota Hazard scored both the goals.
Who? Thorgan?
Yeah, Thorgan scored both the goals.
Oh,
When are you getting him back now?
Oh, is he at Vitesse?
I still...
think
No.
Vitesse.
He's at Mönchengladbach.
But still, I think...
no, he's out of their grasp.
He's
they'll still-
there was this rumor, like,
there will be a
just to
buyback clause.
digress a bit, there was a rumor 2 years ago that Hazard would sign contracts extension only if his brother is at Chelsea. And then
But
someone,
apparently that was true. It wasn't a rumor.
so he signed and he is not at Chelsea, right? So
Not anymore.
and then they said Makelele will sign for Chelsea only if his son is signed, and they signed Lassana Diarra.
So
Yeah.
now Madrid know what they have to do to get Zidane as their new coach.
They already have his
Oh, so I said, sorry, United.
United, no?
They
have
just need to get
his
his son,
Enzo from his place for
He plays for Madrid right now. He's even started games for the first team.
Castilla.
No, he started for the first team also.
first team?
Yeah, he's played a couple of games.
Come on, no way.
Yeah, he has.
In Singapore. Those
No.
preseason-
In the league.
What are you saying?
No
Yes,
way.
he has.
You're seeing it through your Fabregas jersey.
Your Fabregas tinted glasses.
Yeah. So while Kanav is searching for that, Baru, Switzerland, Shaqiri, 5-2 winners. They're in.
I think the game changer was obviously Granit Xhaka. No, you're laughing.
Yeah, because that sentence doesn't fit well at any instance.
What? Like, did you not watch the game?
Fine, why was he a game changer?
He was attracting a lot of attention, man.
What?
Yeah, that is what. I mean, that's the way Belgium were playing. Every time these guys got the ball, at least 3 or 4 Belgium players would like jump onto him.
On Xhaka.
On Xhaka, yeah.
And that left Shaqiri free.
And
that's why Shaqiri had a goal and 2
yes.
assists. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so
prove me wrong, man. I'm waiting. Hit me.
not Enzo, Luca.
Oh, Lucas Zidane.
Yeah, but he started in the La Liga last season against Villarreal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Last season.
Yeah.
Isn't he a keeper?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so the semi-finalists for the World Cup were who?
Belgium, England, Croatia,
France. So other than England, because we know football's coming home, other three teams have had a pretty traumatic post-World Cup time, didn't they?
No, I think France were decent apart from that one game against Holland, which they lost.
And the first half against Germany, which
Was so boring.
That was just boring. The first match was boring. The first match of the
Nations
The
League.
entire
Nations League.
league, yeah.
Yeah.
that was-
And across all divisions. I mean, it's not like just the
I
main
can't
division.
vouch for Azerbaijan versus Moldova. I'm sure it was a
Yeah,
kicker.
that
nil
was
nil.
the-
yeah, Mickey plays there. Huh?
Mkhitaryan plays for
Armenia.
Armenia.
Who hate Azerbaijan.
Yeah. Oh, he was banned from
Yeah,
Azerbaijan.
they didn't let him enter the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, look at him like support this discrimination, man.
Do we let Pakistani cricketers enter our country?
Yes.
Where?
If they're not playing
yeah,
cricket.
only
they're
if they're commentating or like
Or their show,
or,
like
no, or they're like judging talent shows.
who is judging talent show?
Shoaib Akhtar has done it.
Really?
Yeah,
on
he's-
ETC Punjabi or something.
Yeah, somewhere. No, he's done something with Virendra Sehwag.
Oh, something with Virendra Sehwag. That's all we know. What Shoaib Akhtar has done
Check Wikipedia. He's done something.
with Virendra.
Something.
All right. So Switzerland. Did you ever expect that Nations League semi-final would be these four teams?
So Holland, nobody expected, because of the last couple of years they've had.
yes.
England, okay.
England, yeah.
Oh, suddenly we are now expecting England to be in the.
They reached the
It
semis
was
of the
the
World
group
Cup.
was England, Croatia,
and
Spain.
Spain.
And are you
Yeah,
saying?
so I think England were not the favourites.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't thinking of that.
Okay, Portugal had
Yes.
a decent group. So Portugal is, I think, the one team you expected to qualify out of these teams.
Portugal, Italy, and who was the other one?
Poland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The
Poland.
first team to get relegated.
Yes. And the fourth one was Switzerland.
Yeah,
Belgium. Everyone expected. So
yeah.
this is like the most unexpected.
it is. Now, even the worst part is that Germany now get relegated to Group B,
Yes.
where they'll be playing and I think one of the teams which has been promoted is Denmark.
Okay.
Denmark is coming up.
So they'll play Denmark.
No, Denmark is already coming up. So the format is that 4 teams from Group A go to Group B. 4 teams from Group B come up to
Group A. Yeah. All right. So coming to the Germany game, then I was watching the game last night. 2-0, 19 minutes. I thought, okay, they are going to take Holland and beat them 3-0 or 4-0. Kana, what happened? Leroy Sané was in
I
form.
think Sané was in
Tony
had such
Kroos
a
was
wonderful
playing
game.
so
Yeah.
well. What happened? That Virgil van Dijk had to
I
score a
know.
goal.
I'll
in
tell you
the-
what happened. When this changed
When?
after Germany, he got Muller on.
Why? That guy is dropped off considerably.
How is he still starting playing for Germany? I don't understand.
Dude, last World Cup, by the time Muller already had like 8 goals.
Yeah.
Or 8 or 12 goals. 12 goals in a
12
World
goals
Cup.
in
And
the
I
World
thought that he's going to break the record easily. And the drop he's had in the last 2 years is like quite spectacular. Did you watch any of the games, Baru? Did you watch the Germany versus?
No,
Why?
I don't know.
Did you watch the France game?
I don't believe in this tournament, man.
What has to change for you to believe in the tournament?
Not stop domestic leagues. So boring,
No, but
man. Why can't they just
they're
have
not-
it in the off season, man?
They're not stopping the leagues.
Yeah.
These windows, they're only the international week
So
windows.
the
Where are you
international
getting
week
this-
window itself should be like,
Shut, you miss. You're saying.
Oh, that is a radical opinion.
Yeah.
And what happens
stop
when
that shit, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to and watch a World Cup at least?
Yeah, I said pre-season pe hone to na.
Pre-season mein.
Yeah. So
How
from-
else do you
from-
call that period like between?
Yeah, coming back to the
Man.
point, Denmark, Ukraine, and Bosnia have been promoted to Group A. So next season you're gonna see, France is gonna be there.
Oh God, it's a nuclear fallout all over again.
Yes. So France is going to be where? They'll still be in Group
they'll
A.
be in Group A, so they'll be joined. So instead of France, Germany, and Holland in a group, you'll probably have Ukraine, France, and say Portugal.
That still seems alright.
No,
As long as they're not playing Macedonia, isn't it alright?
yeah. So I think Macedonia has to go through 4 levels of promotion for that to happen.
Alright. Coming back to the game. Holland. They are playing. The revival under Ronald Koeman is amazing.
It's more than that. You look at what
They
Depay
go-
is doing for them.
Yeah, it's so lucky for Holland that Ronald Koeman, who wanted this Barcelona job, he was like begging for it, literally
Yeah.
advertising for it, and he plays at Everton so bad they fire him, and Barcelona like not yet because he played so badly. It was just luck they got him,
Yeah, and
and suddenly they have the team of Memphis Depay.
but you still have to. I was surprised when I saw the first game when they defeated Germany.
Ryan
3-0.
Babel.
Babel is still starting. How is that possible? That guy played for Liverpool 10 years ago.
Yes, Baru started growing a beard then.
It just started, and Babel is still started every game.
Yeah,
They have a couple of good talents coming up to. So
I think Ryan Babel is now called the emerging talent in Netherlands.
About time.
So Luke De Jong, Frankie De Jong, and Matthias De Ligt.
Yes.
I think somebody's gonna get De Ligt this summer.
Clearly not United. He has talent. Did you see him playing Toni Kroos?
Yes.
That was like absurd. And then they have Virgil van Dijk, who obviously is now scoring goals as well.
Yeah.
So are Netherlands like back in the contention?
I think 3 games is probably 4 games is just a little too early to judge.
That's true. Before we end this whole Nations League talk, Baru, did you know that Italy has a player called Kevin Lasagna?
They should.
No, they do.
Where does he play?
I think he plays for Udinese.
No, I mean what position?
Forward striker.
Yeah. Good meatball control then, yeah.
Probably. Alright, on that note, we take a break on football twaddle. Once we come back, we are done with this Nations League. Baru seems so depressed. So we start talking about Premier League. And Claudio Ranieri is back.
You know... Okay, never mind.
We'll start with that. Alright, take care. Not take care. Stay tuned to Football Twaddle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week on the IVM Podcast Network. If you're not following us on social media, please make sure that you are. We are IVM Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I have a little bit of news for people. We are releasing a new version of our app, and as part of that, we're running a beta program. We have about 40 slots left for different users to participate in the beta program, and if you'd be interested in doing that, please go to our website, ivmpodcast.com/appbeta. That's ivmpodcast.com/appbeta. Over there, you'll find a form which will let you submit your email address to us and we'll invite you into the beta. Again, it's a limited availability, so we're only going to be able to invite so many people, but if you're interested, please do subscribe. And this week on Cyrus Says, Cyrus talks to stand-up comedian Saru Mehta about moving from HR to comedy and positioning himself as the first giant stand-up comic. On Simplified this week, the guys talk to Atul Churamani of Magnasound about the golden age of indie pop in the 90s. On the season finale of the Kinetic Living podcast, Coach Urmi spoke to fellow NTC trainer Kunal Rajput, and they talk about kettlebell sports, powerlifting, and how his dad, a Mumbai-based bodybuilder, inspired him to pursue his fitness career. And starting November 19th, we have a very exciting project. We're starting our first history project with Anirudh Kanisetti. It's called Echoes of India. Please do catch it on the IVM Podcast app, website, or wherever you get your podcast from. And with that, let's continue on with your show.
Welcome back to Football Twaddle. As always, Baru is here and Kanav is here.
Not always, but yeah.
Wow, okay.
Is that a threat?
Baru, we're done with this boring Nations League talk. You can talk right now. What do you want to talk about? The
Ranieri. Ranieri.
He is back.
I think he's a miracle worker, and what he pulled off was probably the greatest feat in since the Premier League has started. I'm talking just about sport, like since the league has started.
Is Ranieri winning the Premier League a bigger achievement than Jardim winning the Ligue 1 with Monaco?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Premier League, man.
So,
More competition.
all right. So let's first talk
Forget
about
the cliche.
No, it's not a cliche, right? So, at this point in the leagues, Barcelona has a similar record as Arsenal. Look at their positions right now.
Yeah.
Arsenal is 5th.
But
Not similar, like exactly the same.
It's the same.
But
same
that's not
number of-
really competition, because the difference between Barcelona and the team in the 5th, I think, is about 2-3 points, not more than that. The
Yeah, so-
difference between Arsenal and Manchester City is quite high, so it just shows that City is playing very well.
No, but
Anyway,
yeah.
let's talk about Fulham and Ranieri. What went wrong at Fulham, Kana? The
I
team
think-
you were thinking will reach in top 6.
I still believe they have the talent in there. They'll finish.
Who is the talent in there now?
Sherla is a big talent. Mitro is there. Sessegnon is there. Seri is there. Vieto is there. So it's a good squad.
Then why couldn't they do anything till now that their manager had to be fired? What happened? Because
No, so this is something we discussed right at the start of the season also. Too many players, 10 of their, the starting 11 in the first game, they were all fresh signings. You can't do that to a team and expect them to gel from the first day.
so buying too much is also a problem
It is. It's always. I think Wenger was a big believer in that philosophy.
of not buying at all.
Yeah, but again, he's always maintained that you buy more than 3 players in a season.
Yeah, it was convenience for him. I think Wenger just loved his summer holidays. He didn't want any disturbance.
No, but it's being proven true.
Yeah, so you were on the WhatsApp. I saw you were reading a little about ex-Fulham manager. What's his name? Jukanovic.
Slavia Jokanovic.
Yeah.
He's had such a wonderful record,
For Fulham.
not just for Fulham.
Before that as well.
Before that also, with Fulham, he got them promoted last season. The season before, they lost in the playoffs. So they were still there at the playoffs. The season before that, he got Watford promoted. Then he left before, they could start the Premier League window. I think a couple of seasons before that, he was managing a team in Thailand where he went a season unbeaten.
In Thailand?
Yeah, in Thailand, he went unbeaten with the team. And I don't care what you say, going a season unbeaten in any league is...
Dude, I didn't say anything, so...
No, this is before, people start saying that, Celtic do it and...
God, this Baru, I don't know what all he spreads.
Okay, and then before that, when he was managing Partizan... Belgrade, yeah. He won the double with them twice, consecutively. So, it's not a bad manager.
And I think you should remember how he came to Fulham as well. Remember that whole Felix Magath fiasco and all of that. So taking them from there to like Premier League
playoffs consecutive seasons.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's actually quite sad to see him go. I really wanted him to do well.
Yeah, and I also liked him, but I think in the Premier League you can't really have bad results.
It's not like every club is like Baru's club, no? Like Wolves, that George Mendes is.
Yeah, Wolves are in the semis of the UEFA Nations League. So
what?
Half of the team is Wolves, man. Like Rui Patricio and wow.
So you still didn't watch it because you didn't want to watch Wolves?
Yeah, they're through, right? So
so what the hell?
So apparently, like the finals are going to be held at the Molino now.
But yeah, I think Ranieri is a good manager. He was also one of those, was when he was sacked, you thought it was probably a harsh
decision. Yes. Yeah. Baru, are you happy watching Ranieri come back to the Premier League?
Yeah, he is one of those managers who have like a lot of pedigree.
Dilly ding, dilly dong.
We'll, get exposed to a few more
dilly dings, dilly dongs. Yeah, he took everyone to McDonald's. I don't know if this is like a fake story or real one, but I just read a headline that Ranieri treats the Fulham staff to McDonald's.
Dilly dongs.
Dilly dongs. Yeah, so do you think now Fulham are going to win the Premier League next year?
See, like as Kumar said, they do have a good side.
And they'll still buy more if they are in the Premier League.
Yeah, they do have the very fancy data-based transfer policy now, right?
What?
Yeah, that they've been harping about it since ever.
I thought that was Liverpool and not Fulham.
No,
No.
Fulham with Shahid Khan and Tony Khan. Tony Khan.
I follow Tony Khan on Twitter.
Pakistani Twitter.
They almost got the bid for Wembley, no? Right?
Yeah.
Chibo.
Cancelled at the last minute.
So are you going to like...
Probably better tenants than Tottenham though. Fill more seats.
Alright, so...
Yeah, what's happened, like Spurs is playing Chelsea. The new stadium is a fiasco, you don't have to discuss that.
Yes, let's talk about Spurs right now.
Yeah, Spurs Chelsea, they're yet to sell out their quota.
The Spurs didn't sell out their quota of tickets for this match against Manchester City also.
Yeah, now they're unable to sell it against Chelsea. They put it on general sale.
So, pehle kaisa tha?
Pehle to everyone just buys the tickets, right? So all the members, if they buy the tickets...
First it goes to the season ticket holders, then members. Now it's on general sale.
Baru wouldn't know because he sits only in the hospitality box.
Yeah.
So you can buy tickets?
Yeah.
You're supposed to buy tickets?
You have to buy tickets. God. Not for Mumbai City FC, you don't.
Oh yes. When is the next match, by the way? Mumbai City
24th.
FC. Oh God. Are we going there?
Obviously.
The food is bad though, please communicate to the authorities.
Sure.
Alright, so let's talk about Spurs. They're not able to sell out tickets. They have a really tough week. They're
not able to complete a stadium.
Yes, they're playing Chelsea, Inter and Arsenal. They'll be out of top 4 in my opinion and the Champions League by the end of the week. Why? Why are they even there? Why are they even there in the Premier League?
So that Arsenal fans can have some fun, that's it.
Is that the only reason, Baru?
Why else do they exist?
I don't know.
I love those memes like, best ever start to the league for Spurs and they're still behind Arsenal. We're still behind Arsenal.
Now they're fourth,
they're
right?
like 1 point ahead.
Before our unbeaten streak started. Before that we had a winning streak, right? So it's like a downgrade now.
Yes. Oh, poor Spurs. You think Harry Kane will do anything? I was reading a statistic. This will probably talk in the FPL episode a little. But the amount of shots or touches he takes in the box is gone down much this season.
It's half this season.
We've spoken about it once or twice as well.
Yeah.
And so, do you think he needs a rest?
See, I think this is
I
the
thought he was already resting, like
by not playing well.
yeah, he just goes on the pitch, walks around for 90 minutes, come back.
This is the curse that they'll have to live with, because he scored early this year.
Yeah,
he didn't wait for
He
September.
probably should have just
done the usual.
rested him for August.
Alright, the last thing we talk about the Premier League is actually even I am with Baru on this. This international break was kind of boring. Just to get
Kind of boring.
Yeah, because they were interesting games. I'm not like. I'm not. Yeah, so Bournemouth, Arsenal. Why? First of all, I was looking at this FPL thing while researching. Aubameyang and Lacazette are at 75% chance of playing. Why? I thought they both were fit. Or is there an injury scare?
It's not an injury scare. Lacazette just he made himself unavailable for the France game.
So you have to still show that
Yeah, something.
I do not know. It is
the same thing with
something
Martial
is wrong
also.
with me.
Yeah.
So it's the same. There's no injury as such. It's
And
just-
Aubameyang is probably the same.
But Auba thinks he's friends. So
Auba was in Dubai today. Like
even he was in Dubai.
yeah,
everyone's in Dubai with that Salt Bay guy.
Salt Bay guy. Yeah,
Why is everyone in Dubai? Oh, if I had known.
good
it's,
is
it's
that
getting
state?
getting cold in England.
Dude, if I had known at least 2 weeks in advance, even we could have gone to Dubai.
Man, let's go to Dubai in
Now what will we
in
do?
Jan.
And
Surely they'll come and
they'll
watch
come
the
back,
Asian
yeah.
Cup, man.
Who? Like Paul
Messi
Pogba.
and
Messi will
Pogba.
come and watch Asian
Yeah,
Cup.
India's there after
He will
10
shout
years,
at
man.
Constantine. He's like, Kevin!
Puta.
No, but the Argentines know. No, the Brazilians know Hindi curses now.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We made sure they do.
Yes. So, Arsenal, will they pick up points against Bournemouth?
Yes, at least a point.
See,
I think we'll easily score like at least 2 goals, man.
and will you concede 2 goals? The
Yes.
question. Why would you concede 2 goals? Were you telling me that Mustafi was named as the defender of the season?
Kumar
Not
was
he's in the team of the season. He's in the Sky Sports team of the
Yes.
season.
That was the EA.
Sky Sports.
No. EA Sports only predicts right World Cup winners.
Which is also, so it's probably Ian Wright who's actually like pushing Mustafi everywhere.
Probably. Yeah.
So, Baru,
He distracts people with his fancy shirts. He's like, "Iska bhi naam dal de."
why do you keep abusing Mustafi? He is in the team of the season.
You have to watch Arsenal play to realize why we keep abusing.
When was the
Mustafi.
last time you watched Arsenal play, man?
With you guys against Liverpool. Remember?
Yeah, and how did you feel every time Mustafi got the ball?
I thought he was fine.
Okay.
But didn't Arsenal dominate that game according
No, we
to
did
you?
dominate the game. So that is why he didn't get like much chance to like up, right?
Yeah, what nonsense. Come on. He is in the team of the season. Some respect.
Oh God.
Who else
See,
is
there's a
in-
lot of. I wouldn't call it biasness, but it's this feeling of dread that just
Yeah,
fills you
whenever
up
the
every
ball
time
goes
Mustafi,
anywhere near Mustafi.
You know, that's the same feeling Mourinho has every time Manu has a ball.
Like the entire squad.
The entire squad, anyone has a ball.
possession kyun milna?
and it's not like this is the
Who's a
team.
better defender, Mustafi or Smalling?
Yeah, I think we had this discussion the last week.
We
No, it
did.
wasn't Smalling. He said
Jones.
Jones.
But Jones is not in there. Mustafi or Smalling. The stakes are higher.
Well, I'll go with Mustafi, man.
See?
No, that does not prove a point.
For me,
Can we move on? Dude? I've already started filling up with a feeling of dread now.
And not just that, he's even ahead of Laporte. So he's the first defender and Laporte is number 2.
See,
Even if they
there
have to
you go. So is Mustafi the defender of the season in Premier League?
The centre back of the season, yes.
Oh man, the Baru's like got his headphones off. He
Too
can't.
much Mustafi in my
He
ears.
can't do this podcast anymore. Okay, Baru, say bye to people then.
Catch you later.
Kana,
Yeah.
you want to say? You
No,
want
I thought we were talking some more about Mustafi, but it's okay.
Please say. I'm
Bye,
more
guys.
than happy. No, I'm more than happy to listen to about Mustafi.
I don't think our viewers are like listeners are so.
We know Baru's opinion. But
Have a good week, guys.
Alright, please follow us on Twitter @FootyTwaddle, Instagram Football Twaddle, Facebook Football Twaddle, and make sure you rate us on iTunes. Thank you for listening to this week's podcast and see you next week. Bye bye.
Long, long ago, not in Bethlehem, but in a place nearby, there was a wonderful birth of a huge show, which I like to call Cyrus Says. A show that encapsulates everything in human history, From the first Homo sapien to the last Homo sapien, who's traversed the entire world and then come back to India. This is a show which tells you everything about everything. If you want to know, avoid Google, come to us. It's called Cyrus Says. Get new episodes every Monday and Thursday on the IVM Podcast app, website, or wherever you get your podcasts from. It's simple as A, B, oh God, what comes after that?
Did you know that Parsis in Mumbai, instead of being left at the Tower of Silence after they die, are now cremated? And why? Because a cow fell sick in the early 1990s. Did you know that the smog in Delhi is caused by something that farmers in Punjab do and that there's no way to stop them? Did you know that there wasn't one gas tragedy in Bhopal, but 3? One of them was seen, but 2 were unseen. Did you know that many well-intentioned government policies hurt the people they're supposed to help? Why was demonetization a bad idea? How should GST have been implemented? Why are all our politicians so corrupt when not all of them are bad people? I'm Amit Verma, and in my weekly podcast, The Seen and the Unseen, I take a shot at answering all these questions and many more. I aim to go beyond the seen and show you the unseen effects of public policy and private action. I speak to experts on economics, political philosophy, cognitive neuroscience, and constitutional law so that their insights can blow not only my mind, but also yours. The Seen and the Unseen releases every Monday. So do check out the archives and follow the show at seenunseen.in. You can also subscribe to The Seen and the Unseen on whatever podcast app you happen to prefer.